Okay, welcome back to Majora's Mask. In the last part, we went to Pinnacle Rock and got the last of the Zora eggs and another heart container. Not heart container, heart piece. And we brought the Zora eggs here and learned the new wave Bossa Nova. The doctor in the lab told us to go and play the song for the Zora who laid the eggs, so that's what we're going to go do this time. As always, when you're next to the owl statue, there's usually a... Darn. Yes, I bumped into the fairy. Oh well, we'll get it later. We're not going to be doing the dungeon on this 3-day cycle. There's a lot of other stuff we need to do. Alright, so... here's Lulu. She's still just standing here saying nothing. Pretty sure I've said this already, but if you didn't know, Lulu is the Terminian version of Rudo from Ocarina of Time. I don't like this song. This is the one song that I can never remember in this game. Left, up, left, right, down. Okay, there. In the 3DS version, you could just display this on the lower screen so you could play it easily. There we go. So, by playing this song, something seems to be happening to the island. And the island is actually a turtle. Alright, so he's telling us to climb onto his back to save the Seas of Great Bay. We're not going to be doing that yet. What you have to do is turn into the human and hookshot onto the palm trees up there. But we're not going to be doing that yet, because he takes us to the next dungeon, which is the Great Bay Temple over there, and we're not going to be starting that in this 3-day cycle. Got a few other things to do, we're going to be starting that next time. Something you might remember is the band leader, Evan, mentioned something about getting some empty bottles from, or at least I think it was him, mentioned something about getting some empty bottles from the beavers on top of the waterfall, so we're going to want to go do that. Now that we can actually get up there, because we have the hook shot. There's a lot of light bikes on this road at night. Don't really like that, because light bikes are not fun to deal with. As I said, they steal your shield if they swallow you. At least they can, they don't always do that. Hook shot onto these palm trees on these ledges and climb up that way. As you can see, Tattle just flew over there and turned blue. That means that you can Well, we haven't gone over that yet, and we don't have the thing that allows you to use that, but just know that that does mean something when she flies over there and turns blue. You have to be really right up against these things, or else it does not work. There's no long shot in this game. This is the longest hook shot that you get, which is nice because starting you out with that short little hook shot in Ocarina of Time was totally miserable. I'm very glad they're just giving us the good one from the start this time. Not going to bother with those chests because they're just rupees and my wallet's full, so it'd just be a waste. Alright, so let's head up here. Here we have yet another minigame. So, let's head over here and talk to whatever this thing is supposed to be. Lock onto him and he swims down to the bottom of the pool. This is basically what prevents you from talking to him as the human, so you gotta dive down here as the Zora. Apparently Mikau came here before he died, so that's an interesting little fact. And I have no idea what's up with his eyes. Like, seriously, what even is that? Alright, so we just have to swim through some rings in 2 minutes to get an empty bottle. Apparently Mikau tried this and failed when he was still alive, so now we're just going to try it again. This is a lot harder in the 3DS version, actually, because you had to be holding down R with your electric shield to swim faster, and it consumed a lot of magic. And I believe they had magic pots on the course, like in the Goron races, but don't know that for sure. Even if they did, it was still kind of inconvenient. This is one of the few things in the whole game that I consider to be way easier in the N64 version than it is in the 3DS version. Okay, these rings are actually physical objects. You can bump into them, just like how I bumped into that tree there. This isn't a race against the beaver or anything. And this course changes from day to day, so I can't believe I got that one. This changes from day to day. Like, this is a different course on day 1, 2, and 3, is what I mean. Which is why I sincerely hope that we can do this before it changes to day 2, because if we don't, then I'm going to get a whole different course next time, and I'm most familiar with the day 1 course. Because I was very cautious my first time through this game. I always, like, reset time whenever it changed to the second day, unless I absolutely didn't have to. Okay, first try. This is pretty easy in the original version. So here we have another beaver. So, they're not giving us an empty bottle because it's a treasure to them, pretty much. Yeah, that's kind of a running joke of Zelda, that bottles are they're like so heavily valued and so hard to find. So that's interesting. This is the same thing, except there's more rings. See, this is the problem with this game. These rings are solid objects, and if you run into them, you're in trouble. You don't have to start with the little brother again after you finish it. You can go straight to the big brother. There's really no penalty for failing. There is a... Well, there's no penalty in this game. You just kind of have to do it. Actually doing decently now that... As long as the beavers, you're like still behind the beaver, you should be fine in terms of time, because he doesn't stop. And there's me running into that same tree again. Oh, fudge. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing this one this time. I might just, since we've already, assuming I show off all the rings and their locations, I might just end this part after this one, and then continue it after I've gotten the empty bottle, like I do with most minigames. Generally, it's just a good idea to swim along the surface for those ones. Actually, even if I do fail this, which I think I will because I missed this ring, and I might have had a chance if I didn't do that, I'm not going to be ending it there because then I get to show off the second day's course. Darn. Well, we got to be doing this again, and this time we're going to have a different course because it changed to the second day. So let's see what this one looks like. So as you can see, we're going this way instead of the other way this time. This was blocked off by a dam in the last day. It's a lot easier actually. It's a narrow hallway, but it lets you get through the rings pretty quickly. I don't think I'm going to be showing off the day 3 course unless I do really badly at this. Alright, perfect again. That's nice. So they're just complaining that they have to give us a bottle now. Could have gotten this earlier. You could carry all the Zora eggs in the Pirate's Fortress at once, but I don't really think it's necessary. So the beavers aren't here anymore, so we're just going to want to go out here. In the next part, we're going to be doing a couple more mini-games, and then after that, we're going to get to the dungeon. But that's going to be on a separate 3-day cycle, so see you then.